Hey, Katie! What do you think you're doing wearing another woman's wedding dress like that? Get out of my room right now! What? What the heck are you all upset about? Stop playing dumb with me right now. I've already seen what you just posted online about you in that dress. Oh, Jesus. So you really do follow all of my accounts online then, huh? That's because you came to me the other day bragging about how you made it to 10K followers on there. I wanted to know what you were posting on there that got you so many followers, and that's where I found you wearing my wedding dress. It's too late now for you to try deleting all those photos. I would never delete my most popular posts. Some of them have close to 3,000 likes on them. I knew that posting some pictures of me as a bride online would get me a lot more likes. What do you think you're doing wearing my wedding dress like that without my permission, though? That dress is not cheap, and yet you're wearing it all the time. Are you mental? Listen, I started wearing it because it looks really good on me. And I just knew that by posting pictures of me in that dress online, I'd get loads of likes from all my followers. So you're taking my dress and wearing it just for the likes? Well, considering I'm an Instagram influencer, I think getting the most likes I can on my posts is a part of my job. All of my followers want to see my luscious body and only the cutest clothing, like your wedding dress. That's why I've been borrowing it for that purpose. And when it comes to the dress, I'm sure it's happier to have a beauty like me wearing it instead of being worn by such an ugly duckling like yourself. So don't get so worked up over it, please. Did you just call me an ugly duckling? Who else would I be calling that besides you, Rebecca? Compared to such a sexy woman like me, you look more like a man than a woman. In other words, there is no better way to describe you besides ugly duckling. Huh? I really do feel so sympathetic towards you, Rebecca. You've had to grow up with someone as gorgeous as me all your life. And because of my face being as wonderful as it is, you look even more ugly than if you just had a simple younger sister. But hey, because of your ugliness, you make me look even better. You're calling me a tool then now? Katie, you cut that attitude out right now. I get that in the past you would make fun of me a lot, but what you've been doing now just to get more likes and more followers is really starting to piss me off. If it's so hard for you to live with the truth, why not try making yourself as cute as me? I'm sure if you put around $50,000 into plastic surgery, you could start to look like a better put-together woman. Excuse me? Oh, that's right. I just remembered something really good. I think it would be great if I went ahead and had a wedding as well. I mean, nobody wants to see someone as ugly as you in a wedding dress, right? Screw you, Katie. What makes you think you need to be taking over my special day to have a wedding? If you want to get married, find yourself a man and make your own date for it. Well, if you let me have your wedding, then it wouldn't have to go to waste, right? You can try starting the plastic surgery now, but I don't think you'll be healed in time for the wedding. And when it comes to your fiancé, I'm sure he'd rather have his wedding with someone good-looking and fun, right? Also, I just really want to try having a wedding here soon. I bet if I started to post all kinds of photos from a wedding that I'm in, I'd get close to 10,000 likes on them. Huh? All you want to do is use the wedding so that you can get likes then? Do you have any idea what a wedding is actually about? I was just joking a little there. You don't have to get that butthurt over it. You ugly ducklings really can't take jokes now, can you? You can't call something that's not funny a joke. Anyway, I just want to make sure that you never go into my bedroom again. You're not even getting married soon, so stay out of my wedding dress. Coulson, where are you at right now?
What's going on with you? I'm in my room right now, so why are you acting all worked up?
Why are you lying to me right now? I am in front of your room right now.
What?
You're not answering the doorbell, and when I tried to use the duplicate key on the door, it didn't work. And just a second ago, the landlord came out and told me the man in this room moved away already. What the hell is going on here, Coulson? Where did you run off to?
Why on a day like today would you be going to my place? I went through all the trouble of hiding this from you by moving out of there.
I had something going on close by to here, so I just thought it would be a good idea to stop by and say hi before I went home. That's when I learned you moved out, Coulson. What the hell? Explain what you're doing to me right now.
Asking me to explain myself now?
Our wedding is tomorrow, Coulson. So why would you be moving away and into a new place the day before our wedding?
Shut up! Your fiancé moved away the day before the wedding, all right? Think about that for a second, please. I don't want to get married to you anymore. That's why I ran away while I still had time.
What did you say?
I can't get married to you anymore, and that's because I found someone else that I really want to marry now. That is why tomorrow's wedding is canceled. Starting today, I'll be living with Katie over at her place.
Huh? You hold on for 1 second. Katie? Do you mean my little sister, Katie?
Oh, that's the one. I now want to get married to your little sister, Katie. But I'm sure that both you and your parents would be against such a marriage as this. That's why I moved away with her in secret. Her and I want to marry our true love, and that's why we ran off with one another in the night.
So you both ran off then? No way. You're lying, right? And you've run away with my little sister? Your fiancé's little sister.
I'm real sorry, Rebecca, but I'm kind of over being with you. She has my heart in her hands now, and there was nothing I could do about this. Which means there's no more love left in me for you. Figure out some way to forget about me now, please.
I can't believe this, Coulson. Screw you. How the hell am I going to forget about something as insane as my fiancé leaving me the day before our wedding? Please don't do something as stupid as that and come back to me.
All that would happen if I went back to you is you getting a settlement from me. Who would want to go back to you knowing something like that will happen?
You're a dick. Not even having the balls to take responsibility for your actions now?
I even went ahead and quit my job in order to be able to run away with the girl I love now. I have to hang on to my savings now and not let them fall into your hands because I have a woman to marry and not enough money for anyone else. Now you have a good one, Rebecca. As for the cancellation of tomorrow's wedding and the explanation to everyone, you handle all of it, please.
You frickin' asshole! You've really done it this time, laying your hands on my man. I never thought you were this bad of a sister until today. Don't call me a bad little sister. All I did was the thing I told you before that I'd be doing. Why are you blaming me for something you never prepared for? Huh? When did you ever say you'd be stealing my fiancé away from me and running away? A little while back I told you something like that. Back when I was just trying to have some fun putting on your dresses for likes. You told me that I'm not even getting married, so I shouldn't be wearing your dress. And as a response to that, I told you that your fiancé would be happier with someone as sexy as me in that dress. In other words, what I was saying is that in order to become a bride, I had to wait for him to come to me. Excuse me? Back when I was posting all those pictures of me in a wedding dress, everyone was commenting on them and making me feel oh so good. And that last photo I posted got over 5,000 likes. I also ended up with another 2,000 followers because of it. That's when I realized I had to do whatever it took to get into your wedding dress one more time. Don't tell me that's actually your reason for laying your hands on Coulson. That is the reason, though. As long as I became a bride, I could start wearing a wedding dress, right? So I made my move. I knew that the quicker I got Coulson, the quicker I'd be able to get back in that dress. You're lying. You went along with such a stupid reason as that in order to justify stealing my fiancé? And when it comes to Coulson, both his face is really good looking, and he is a really kind man. Also, considering he came from a really famous university, he'll be able to find himself a well-paying job anywhere. By the way, running away with another woman's man like this is like something out of a cool drama, right? When I tell this story online, I bet you all of my followers will love the content even more and like everything I post on there. You're trying to be the main character from a drama then? I'm over being angry with you now, and I'm just gonna give up. Make sure to give up on being as ugly as you are as well, please. You losing your fiancé like that the day before your wedding was your fault in the first place. If you weren't as ugly as you are, then this would have never had to happen to you. Huh? And no matter how much of an ugly duckling you were engaged, right? But now you're to blame for the fact that you could never make yourself look any better for your man and let him go due to the fake love that you had. So you having to lose your man to someone as sexy and cute as me was bound to happen at some point. I kind of feel sorry for you. You were trying so hard to get married, even though you have looked like crap forever. And now all of that work has gone to waste because you could never bother with becoming a proper woman. I don't want to hear any of that from you anymore. You are not getting away with your selfish crap this time. I'm sorry, but I think I will be getting away with my crap again. Sorry for being so damn good looking, Rebecca. Now I have a brand new marriage with Coulson to look forward to. And as for that wedding you'd been looking forward to tomorrow, it's canceled now. Go ahead and get started on all the work that canceling a wedding requires as you cry yourself to sleep. The wedding's been canceled for a while now. What? But man, I never thought the both of you would try so hard to run away from here. Both you and Coulson have been doing a lot of unexpected things this time around. Wait a sec. What are you talking about? You're supposed to be having a wedding tomorrow, right? And you couldn't have canceled it yet because you never even knew that Coulson moved away on you. You're supposed to cancel that wedding starting now, so what are you talking about? Sorry to say this, but I went and canceled the wedding a month ago. I did so while keeping Coulson completely in the dark about all of it. Huh? Why would you go and do something like that? You never once noticed anything going on between Coulson and I, right? Yes, I didn't ever notice that you and him had something going on behind my back. But that doesn't mean I never knew about all the other women Coulson has been going out with behind my back. What? Coulson's been with other women behind your back? Actually, while Coulson's been engaged to me, he's gone out with multiple other women, thinking that I never knew a thing about all of it. He's a real cheating prick. That's why when I finally realized he wasn't going to let up, I went and canceled our wedding and got all the money I put down on it back. What? I probably should have told him all about that right after canceling, though, right? Then we could have actually had the time to talk about what happened there, and I wouldn't be left behind like I am now. Perhaps I still had some hope that he'd change and only put his focus on me. I sort of still believed that there would never be anyone on this planet who could hang on to those lies as much as he did with me. But he just never did open up to me any, and that's why we're here now, Katie. Wait a second. He's been cheating on you with other women? What do you mean? Has he really been cheating on you with as many women as you make it seem? From the ones I've been aware of during our time being engaged to one another, he's been with 3 separate women behind my back. And if that wasn't bad enough, 2 of those women are already married. I've already gone and told their husbands about what happened, and they are both going to have to pay some major settlements now. What did you say? But so far, neither one of those women have paid their husbands a dime and are trying to run and hide. So both of those men came to me asking for my help in finding them, so that they could be paid the settlements that they both deserve. What? So those men have been talking with you about it? When they started to want my help, that's when I really started to think about all the crap that Coulson's been doing to everyone. I always knew he was up to some pretty bad things, but I never wanted to really think about how much worse the guy could get. But before I could feel as though that was it, and I'd never have to think about Coulson cheating on me again or about the families he'd ruined, those men called me asking for help. They told me all about how they needed me to hand them Coulson to see if he knew anything about the whereabouts of their wives. But before I could even approach him, he dodged the questions I had and told me to leave his private business alone, just like the pile of crap bastard he really is. What? That's why on that day I canceled the plans for our wedding. That happened just days before I planned to send out all the invitations, so that was a major plus for me. And I never did have to end up explaining why the wedding was canceled to everyone else. As for Mom and Dad and his parents, I plan to tell them the reason for why we will no longer be getting married soon enough. And as for tomorrow, I'll ask them all to come and have a word with me in person. I planned to have Coulson there as well for the talks, but just before I could snatch him, he ran. And he ran away with my younger sister, of all people. No way. I never knew something like this would be happening, and Coulson never told me a thing. Also, Rebecca, didn't you still do all of that work on your wedding after you said you canceled it? You even had the wedding dress all ready for the wedding still. I only learned about him cheating on me with so many women after I went and ordered the dress. And since I bought the dress fitted to me and everything, there was no way for me to return it and get a refund. That's why, instead of handing it off to my wedding planner to hold on to, I kept it in my room. I was thinking after all of this was over, I'd sell the dress online or something to make some cash back. However, you went and started wearing it all the time without asking me. So, that's how things were playing out? If you really want that cheating bastard so badly, then please go ahead and have him. But before you marry, I'm making sure you both take responsibility for what you've done. I will make sure that both of those men that had their wives cheat on them with Coulson and myself get the money that we deserve for being hurt. I don't need a man like Coulson anymore. I never thought that he'd be cheating on you with anyone else besides me. Not only are things all messy now, but he hasn't even paid off any of the settlements he has yet. I'm going to leave that man right now and come back home. You can leave him all you want now, but you're still going to have to pay me a settlement after this. What? Why would you still do that? You don't have to come home, by the way, because we're on our way out to see you both now. I never thought that GPS tracking app I had Coulson download a while ago would come in handy for something like this. GPS tracking app? You had him download an app like that? In order to get as much money from him and a settlement as possible, I needed to make sure I had a lot of evidence regarding his whereabouts. Of course, I had stuff from both of those men whose wives Coulson was with, but I would need a lot more evidence for the other girls he had been with besides you and those married women. Oh look, you both are still in the next town over. At McDonald's eating? Well, thankfully that's not too far away, so we'll be there for you both in no time. You can really see where the both of us are? Now allow me to explain the rest of what's happened to both Mom and Dad and Coulson's parents. And then, by the time we arrive to grab you both, they will be aware of all the terrible things the both of you have done. And remember, there's no point in running from us anymore. You'll just be wasting more of your energy.
Are you freaking serious? You're a coward! You put that GPS app on my phone so that you could actually track my every movement? You're a scheming bitch for that!
I'm not listening to that from someone who ran away from me the day before our wedding with my little sister. Especially when you haven't even taken any responsibility for your past crimes yet. Did you think acting like a child at your age by running from us would work?
Where the hell do you plan to take me to? I was trying to get out of that parking lot with all my speed, yet both of my parents rolled in and grabbed me. They didn't even ask me what happened, instead picking me up and throwing me into the back of their car while taking my wallet off me. Neither of them are telling me anything right now, so tell me where you guys plan on taking me.
To somewhere we can have some really good conversations with one another about what's all gone down. I originally planned to have all the discussions tomorrow with everyone involved, but you and my sister jumped the gun and started to run away, so we had to move out quick and choose another location for the talks. I made sure to call on everyone who's been involved in your BS to come out and see us.
Everyone involved?
Both of our parents, of course, but also both of the men whose wives you were with and that other chick's parents as well. This time, you're not going to get away from any of us. We won't allow it. This is the day that you finally pay everyone for the crimes you've committed, along with my sister.
No way! You have to be lying, right?
Don't worry, Coulson. It's not only going to be you who rots in hell after today. Katie's in the same boat as you are right now, so you both can fall into hell together.
What?
I made sure to invite all of the people she's been involved with as well today. Sounds like her ex-boyfriend has been asking for her to pay him back for a long time now, so he'll be there. And let's not forget about her other ex, who she stole some money from to cheat on him with. They'll be there, ready to see her.
both of Katie's ex-boyfriends?
Due to the fact that she's a really good-looking girl, she's had a lot of men that she's decided she can do anything she wants with. And plenty of them ended up being tossed aside by her for the next best man, and some of them she was only dating for a day or two. And, well, one of those exes of hers happened to be her old fiancé before she ran away from him. I got a call from him asking for her to give him his money back over and over again.
No freaking way!
That is why today I invited the both of the men she owes something to the discussion. I told them that today we'd be having a settlement party and told them they were more than welcome to join us since she owes them both something as well. And then those two said they wanted to come because she still owes them money, and another 3 will be there just to watch the drama unfold.
5 of her ex-boyfriends? I never thought that she had been with so many other men before me!
You don't get to say that when you told me you'd never been cheating on me before. Now prepare yourself to arrive at the meeting grounds where everyone has been patiently waiting for you. Make sure to get together all the apologies you have to say before we're there. I can't do this, Rebecca. I don't have any kind of money that will allow me to pay off all these settlements right now. After adding up all of the settlements, I'm going to have to pay around $80,000. There's no way I'll ever be able to pay this all off. You can't be crying over something as small as that. Right now, Coulson's having to pay around 3 times that amount to all of the people he's hurt and pissed off. You both can marry on the basis that you guys have a lot of debt and will work together to pay it all off. Good luck. Huh? Now that all of this has happened to him and I, you really think that we're still going to end up getting married? No way that's going to happen now. What? You don't plan on getting married still? Well, you both have lost all of your family now, so there's nobody else you two can rely on but each other. Shouldn't you both be happy to still have one another after all the trouble you've caused? I don't want to have such a sad wedding where we've had to bond over our debt. No, thank you. Now that things have become this bad for me, I'm going to have to use my reputation online to help me out. I'm an influencer with over 10,000 people following me on Instagram now, so I'll have all of them help me out this time. All I have to do is make a video of me crying for their help, and there will be at least 1,000 of them coming my way. Huh? Are you really planning on using your followers to help you pay off those settlements you got for being a terrible person? You have no clue what I can do. When it comes to us influencers, we have a lot of power in the minds of those we influence. I'll post about how my toxic sister tried to ruin my life by having some of my exes and herself get settlements from me. And then I'll let them know to send money to my bank account in order to save me from you all. Something as simple as that post and perhaps a video of me crying will get me loads of money that I'll be able to use to get out of this mess you caused for me. What about this post you just made? The comments section is on fire right now and things are not looking good for you. What? Damn, there are already 300 comments on your post after just 1 minute. And what most of them say are things you wouldn't want to see yourself. All really, really negative things. What is this all about? What is going on with all of my followers? I've never ever had any comments like this on any of my posts before. What happened to all of my followers that would praise me for the beauty that I am and would fight off all these bad people? Well, as far as I can see, they're nowhere to be found. And rightfully so, considering you posted a timeline of you saying that you just stole your sister's fiancé and that you just ran away with him. Of course, all of those followers you had before that just followed you for your sexy pics are now in shock over this. No way. This was never supposed to happen to me. I was supposed to get help from all of them telling me I'm in the right and that I'll be okay. And this was supposed to increase the amount of sponsors I got. Rebecca, what should I be doing about all of this? I don't give a damn, you screw up. This is what both of you and that Coulson deserve after all the crap you pulled. You both tried to make it as far as you could, doing everything and anything you wanted, so don't start crying now that you've been caught. But that's... All you guys can do now is take full responsibility for all that bullcrap you guys did. If you start going online and talking about how you're sorry for what you've done and that you'll pay off all those settlements, then I think your followers will stop making all those terrifying yet funny comments. If you'd like to continue being an influencer online, then you need to learn how to not look like total dog crap in the eyes of everyone. Even after I stopped talking with Katie, the comment section on a lot of her posts were raging with angry commenters telling her that she's garbage and that she needs to take her life and all that. Eventually, it all became too much for her to handle, and none of the replies she made to those comments helped, so she went and deleted all of her accounts on everything and shut off her phone. After that, as a way of trying to get some money in order to pay off the settlements she had, she went to all of her influencer friends looking for money, but not a single one of them was willing to help someone on her level. In the end, Katie went and got married to Coulson, who, when compared to her, was in a far worse place dealing with all the same problems. They both would end up working for the same store together in order to make as much money as they could so that they could pay off all the debt they were in. As a way of making sure they wouldn't be able to run away anymore, though, both my parents and Coulson's parents called the store manager and told them those two's situation and said that half of what they earned had to go towards those settlements, or else they would need to tell the courthouse about them. And until they've paid every single settlement off, they would have to deal with only making half as much as the rest of the employees there. I really just hope they can last until they've paid everything off so that they can no longer cause trouble for anyone else.
Emily, dear, it's been a while. Sorry for the sudden message, but I was hoping you and my son Tom could come visit us during the upcoming long weekend. Excuse me? We're having a big family reunion. Quite a few relatives will be there, and we'll prepare lots of good food. Emily, you liked seafood, right? We have a relative who's a fisherman. He'll prepare an amazing seafood platter. I'm sorry, who is this? Come on, Emily, what are you saying? Have you forgotten who I am? I'm your mother-in-law. I have a terrible relationship with my mother-in-law. We haven't met even once since we announced our engagement. There's no way she'd contact me, and there's no way she'd sound so friendly, too. What? If this is a scam, you should do some more research on your victims. Nobody would fall for this. How dare you suggest this is a scam? This is definitely Sarah, Tom's mother. The Sarah I know would never text me directly. How rude! I'm telling you, this isn't a scam. It's really me. I'm Tom's mother, your mother-in-law. That's absolutely impossible. Sarah hates me because I won't be a housewife, and she especially hates that I earn more than my husband. She didn't even come to our wedding. She said, I can't show this kind of daughter-in-law to our relatives. Someone like that wouldn't suddenly want me to meet the family. You're still hung up on those old words? People can change their minds. After 5 years of complete silence? What's with that attitude? Your mother-in-law is swallowing her pride to reach out to you. I thought it was time to make amends. You should believe me. Wait, are you really Sarah? Finally! Yes, it's really me. Is it that hard to believe I want to reconnect? To be honest, yes. You've never shown any interest in our lives before. That's what I've been saying. My son Tom has been married to you for 5 years. During that time, we haven't been in contact, practically estranged. Even I've had time to cool down and think. I'm shocked. I never thought you'd be the one to reach out. Life is too short to hold grudges forever. Family should be together. What made you change your mind after all this time? I've wanted to make amends for a long time, but I didn't know how to contact you. When this family reunion came up, I thought it could be a good opportunity for us to get closer. I see. Though I wish you'd apologize for what happened before, instead of acting like nothing happened. You're still asking for an apology after I reached out first? The things you said really hurt me. About apologizing. I have my pride, you know, but I don't want to stay estranged from my son and his wife forever. That's why I finally reached out. That's so like you, Sarah. But thank you for contacting me. I'm happy because I've been hoping we could get along eventually. Really? You'll make amends with me? Of course. It's not like I wanted us to be on bad terms. Then you'll come visit us during the long weekend, right? I'm sorry, but could we pass on that? Whatever for? A family reunion right away is a bit much. How about Tom and I come visit you this weekend first? We've been distant for 5 years, so I'd like to bridge that gap gradually. Why take small steps when we can resolve everything at once? It just seems overwhelming to meet everyone at once. You don't need to worry about that. Coming here multiple times would be troublesome for you. You'll have to meet the relatives eventually, so it's better to get everything done at once. But actually, we need you to come to the reunion. It's our local tradition to have everyone gather every 5 years. All branches of the family come to the main house. Everyone from both main and branch families must attend, including wives and grandchildren. I didn't know about that tradition. How could you? You've never shown interest in our family customs before. That's not fair. I was never given the chance. We're quite rural here. Besides, wouldn't you rather get all the family greetings over with at once instead of making multiple visits to relatives? That's true, but with such a big gathering, I'm feeling a bit nervous. There's nothing to be nervous about. Everyone is excited to meet you. Are you sure they'll accept me? Don't worry. Just think of it as a dinner party. So, we'll be expecting you. You must come. Hey, Tom, your mom Sarah just contacted me after 5 years. She wants to make amends and asked us to come home for the long weekend.
I just got that message too. I can't believe my stubborn mom is actually reaching out. If you're okay with it? I'd be really happy if you come back with me.
She seemed really different in her messages. Almost friendly.
Really? That doesn't sound like her at all.
That's what I thought too. I even accused her of being a scammer at first.
You didn't!
I did, but it really was her. She said she wants to make amends.
I honestly never thought she'd be the one to reach out first. Well, what do you think?
Of course I'll go. I never wanted to be on bad terms with your parents anyway.
Really?
Yes, really. I've always hoped we could get along someday.
You're amazing, you know that? After everything she said to you when I first introduced you.
That's in the past now. Let's focus on moving forward. But wow, almost all the relatives gathering? She was talking about the main family and branch families. I didn't know that was still a thing.
Yeah, my hometown is pretty rural. This must seem strange to you, being born and raised in the city.
Is it really that traditional? Your mom mentioned something about it being mandatory for all family members.
Mom always was big on family obligations.
They said it happens every 5 years. What's it like? Since it's my first time, I'd like to know what to expect.
Actually, I'm not really sure myself.
Really?
I only remember it from when I was a kid, and it's pretty fuzzy. I think the adults would all gather and talk. The kids stayed in a separate room, playing together until the adults finished their drinking party.
Makes sense. Kids would just get in the way of adult drinking parties.
Were you hoping for more details? Sorry, I can't remember much.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to prepare myself mentally.
Right after I started middle school, I got busy with sports. My team was always going to national tournaments, so during breaks I was always away at competitions. That was a valid excuse to skip family gatherings. They'd say, go make the family proud.
So even you haven't been to one of these in years?
Not since I was maybe 12 or 13.
So you don't really know what it's like either. I'm getting nervous now.
Hey, don't worry too much. We'll face it together.
But what if they all judge me like your mom did?
I'm sure it's just eating good food and drinking. You might have to do a quick self-introduction at the start, but just be yourself. You'll be fine.
A self-introduction? In front of everyone?
Nothing formal, just your name and maybe what you do.
Even that makes me nervous. You know how your mom feels about my career.
Don't let that bother you. I'm proud of what you do.
Okay.
Really, it's fine. We'll stick together.
Promise you won't leave me alone with them?
Promise. We're a team, remember? I'll let my parents know we're both coming. It'll be nice to visit my hometown after so long.
I hope this means things are really changing with your mom.
Me too. Be nice to have everyone get along finally.
Let's stay positive, but maybe a little cautious too?
Agreed. We'll hope for the best, but be prepared for anything. Hey, Emily, how could you leave just like that? This is awful. You were supposed to make amends with my parents. They came to welcome us and all the relatives prepared food to welcome you. Why'd you leave without saying anything?
Tom?
Everyone's asking where you went. Mom is furious. I know you're city born and might not fit in with the rural gatherings, but saying I can't take this backward place is too harsh.
Thank goodness, you're safe.
What do you mean safe? You're the one who suddenly disappeared. Stop talking nonsense and come back. I chose you over my parents because you're important to me. But being estranged from your own parents is pretty tough, you know. Just when I thought things could go back to normal. Couldn't you try to meet them halfway? Leaving without notice is so inconsiderate. Everyone welcomed us.
You need to escape too.
What?
Please, Tom, just trust me and get out of there.
You're scaring me. What's going on?
I'm so glad you're safe. Find a chance to escape. I'm almost at the station.
Escape? Are we being chased? What do you mean I should escape to?
They took me to a separate room.
What? When? I thought you were just in the bathroom.
It was all a trap. We were tricked. Your parents and the relatives aren't welcoming us at all. You need to escape quickly or they'll force us to divorce.
What?
They ambushed me when I went to get some air.
That's impossible. My parents wouldn't.
They already had the divorce papers prepared, Tom.
No way.
The main family head was there too. Your mom told me that they had it all planned.
But why? Mom seems so sincere about making amends.
It was all an act to get us here. Please, you have to believe me.
I do believe you, but I can't process this.
Just escape quickly. I'll explain everything later. Just trust me for now.
Where should I go?
Get to the station. I'll wait for you there.
Won't they notice if I leave?
Say you're going to the bathroom.
Okay, I'll try to leave now.
Be careful.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you soon.
Where do you think you're going? You're going to divorce my son and marry into the main family. We won't let you return to the city. Don't be ridiculous. I'll never divorce Tom. And marry into the main family? You want me to marry a 90-year-old who's already got one foot in the grave? That's absolutely insane! Watch your tongue. The main family specifically requested you. No one would want a divorced woman anyway. We were being considerate by planning your future. What did you say? The head of the main family himself offered to take you in. You should be more grateful. Women from branch families should shut up and obey. You're delusional if you think I'll agree to this. You have no choice in the matter. Main family, branch family, none of that matters to me. Of course it matters. You married my son. That makes you our daughter-in-law. In this area, the main family's word is absolute. So that's why I was suddenly taken to the main hall and surrounded by people saying, you must divorce immediately. This is final? You should be honored they're taking such interest in your future. When there's trouble in a family, we resolve it at family gatherings. Whatever the main family decides is final. That's our tradition. Ugh. And this time, everyone listened to my concerns. When I said I'm sad because my daughter-in-law hasn't let me see my son for 5 years, the main family decided divorce was necessary. They even offered to take in such an impertinent daughter-in-law and let you marry into the main family. You planned this from the start, didn't you? The reconciliation was just bait. We did what was necessary. That's exactly what's wrong. You're just using tradition as an excuse when you really just want to force a divorce because you don't like me. And that old man from the main family just wants someone to take care of him. What's wrong with that? Women should stay home and serve their husbands. That's natural around here. Natural for who? This isn't the feudal era! Our traditions have worked for generations. Your traditions are just excuses for control. You city people think you know everything. We'll never understand each other. I refuse. I absolutely won't divorce Tom. And after this, we are completely cutting ties. I'll never see you again, Sarah. How dare you speak to me like that? I'll tell Tom never to come back to his hometown, too. You can't keep my son from his family. Watch me. After what you tried to pull today? I won't allow that. We have our own plans. We'll file the divorce papers and marriage papers ourselves. You can't do that without our consent. We have our ways. That would be a crime. Around here, the main family has more power than the police. We have relatives working at the city hall, too. They'll process the papers if we ask them to. You're insane. All of you. This is how things work here. You're kidding! We have to be tough with insolent daughters-in-law. You will divorce my son, and the main family will re-educate you properly. Don't think you can escape this.
That's not happening, Mom. We've already filed a restriction notice. You can't force either a divorce or marriage.
What? Mom? You mean...
It's your son, Tom. Though I'm ashamed to call myself your son now. I can't believe my parents are actually such horrific people. I'm embarrassed and deeply disappointed.
Why are you chatting on Emily's phone? You should be in the other room drinking with the relatives.
I snuck out because Emily told me to escape right away.
What? You betrayed us! Your own family!
I didn't understand the situation, but I knew Emily wouldn't say something like that without reason, so I said I was going to the bathroom and escaped.
You ungrateful child! Where are you? Even if you escaped, you can't get away from us for long.
I'm already on the train. It leaves in 1 minute.
What? Get back here and do as we say. You're not staying with that woman for a second longer.
Can't believe you planned something so terrible. Thank goodness we filed that restriction notice. I always knew that you had been against me marrying Emily, Mom. I was worried about what might happen, so I made sure no one else could file paperwork for us.
Why are you interfering with your mother's plans? We're doing this for your own good. A wife should stay home and support her husband. Living with a wife who acts superior just because she earns more must be hard.
Emily doesn't act like that at all. Life of her is really happy.
What?
She's efficient and great at her job. I really admire her. Sure, she can be a bit messy around the house, but she always eats the food I cook and grins like she's eating a 5-star restaurant. Even when she's tired from working late, she's always insists on washing the dishes. We support each other. She's important to me.
Wait, what? Tom, you're cooking? A man like you in the kitchen?
Yes, I cook. I clean too. We're partners. I learned from watching you, Mom. I'm well aware that my hometown is stuck in old-fashioned ways. Women always cooking while men just eat and drink without helping. But I always thought that was wrong, even as a kid. That's why I decided that when I grew up, I'd cook for someone I love.
But...
Stop trying to ruin your son's happiness. I'm sorry, but I'm cutting ties with you all. This went too far. It was scary, seeing all the messages you sent to my wife. I'm never coming back to this town.
Wait, Tom, don't say that. We can talk about this. Please come back.
Goodbye.
What am I supposed to do? Tom hasn't responded to any messages since then. Did you expect him to? He's my only son. Tell him to answer me. Of course not. You had a chance to apologize, but all you did was demand divorce your wife immediately. Even Tom has his limits. What did you say? You turned my son against me. No, your actions did that. We're so glad we filed that restriction notice 5 years ago. Lucky I managed to escape, too. My recent running hobby really paid off. You don't understand what you've done. Things are terrible here. Because of you, we're being ostracized. Everyone's angry that we ruined the gathering and embarrassed them when they were trying to help. Trying to help? Is that what you call forcing divorce and remarriage? The main family is furious. Wow, so social ostracism really exists? This is turning out like a horror movie now. Stop mocking our ways. It's not horror. This is the path to everyone's happiness. Women stay home, men work outside. The main family's word is absolute. Branch families obey quietly. If you follow these rules, nothing goes wrong. And that's exactly why we'll never visit again. You can't do this to us. Well then, I'll write a letter to the main family. I'll ask them to please order Sarah to never contact us again. What? Since you respect their authority so much, let's use it. Even if we have children in the future, or if you need nursing care, we won't be involved. It's better for everyone if you cut ties completely with such cold-hearted son and daughter-in-law. It's for the peace of all your relatives. I'll write and send a letter that tells them that. You wouldn't dare! Since we're the ones who ruined the family gathering, the main family might agree. They might tell you to stop associating with your disgraceful son and his career woman wife. Then they might stop ostracizing you. No, you can't. Tom is our only son. I can't accept never being able to contact him again. But the main family's word is absolute, right? Well, this is different. This is goodbye then. We're changing our contact information and moving. This is the end. Wait, please. Just give us another chance. Don't worry. I promise I'll make your only son very happy. Goodbye. Emily, please. At least let me apologize properly. We immediately sent letters to the main family and changed our contact information. I had just received a job transfer offer, so Tom changed jobs too, and we moved to my new work location. Now, it's practically impossible for his parents or relatives to contact us. According to rumors, as expected, the main family said, "What terrible son and daughter-in-law cutting ties with us. Never let them set foot in this land again. Nobody contact them. That includes you, their parents." Apparently, Sarah and her husband reluctantly agreed. I wonder if there are other places that still have traditions like this. Kinda crazy, huh?
Just a second ago, I sent you a link to this group chat. All of us are in for our class reunion. Did you click on it and take a look at everything we've been talking about? How's it going, Kay? I haven't heard from you in a while. I just got that link from you a little bit ago and gave it a read. And from the looks of it, it looks like you're getting married now too. Congratulations. That's right. Do you want to hear more about it? About who the lucky man is? I'm sure you and I will meet at the upcoming class reunion, so how about you tell everyone there about your marriage? Actually, the man I'm with is a year younger than me. All right, well, you can tell us all about that at the upcoming class reunion. And he's making over $100,000 a year right now. I'm not sure all the details about his work, but it seems pretty tough. I think he's in consulting? At least that's what it all sounds like to me. Also, his father just so happens to work for the state in the capital, and his mother is a very famous pianist. He and his family are all living the life we can only dream of right now, right? That is very amazing. His older brother seems to be taking after their father and will someday be working for the state as well at the capital. They really are all like celebrities in a sense, right? And I'll be able to finally join a family like that now too. Congrats. There's nothing else? Nothing else about what? Like a more, wow, that's insane. I knew you could become famous, Kay. Or maybe something like, this is what I expected from the winner of the high school beauty contest. I'm so jealous, even. There's nothing else from you? I did say that it was amazing, didn't I?
All right, I get it. You've always been that really cool girl that doesn't need to be so overreactive. It was to the point even where in class nobody could really even tell if you were there or not. Nothing special about you, you basic woman. So you're telling me that you only started to text me today in order to brag about your wedding to a basic woman with nothing special about her? Well, that's one part of the reason. But there is also something even more important that I need to text you about. Something even more important than bragging. In that class reunion group chat, you can see that I went and invited everyone to my wedding, right? But the thing is, you're the only person who's not invited to my wedding, as I can't invite you. So I just wanted to make that clear to you right now, just in case you were all in high spirits about coming to see my husband and I. I did see you telling everyone that you wanted them all at your wedding. I really do want everyone at my wedding. Everyone except you. Can I ask what the reason for that is? You already know what the reason is. If on my guest list with all the people that I invited, there was you written down on it, someone who's all dark and emotionless, then everyone would look at me differently. And before long, my value to my husband's family would drop, and the same thing with everyone else in higher position than me. Huh? What I'm saying is my stock would plummet. Your stock would plummet? If all my friends aren't pretty women and handsome men, then I'm in trouble. To me, friends are like jewelry. If even one of them is not from a high-end brand, then I will look silly and like a lowlife. And, well, you are one of those low-end brand earrings or whatever that would make me look bad in front of everyone else. Therefore, I don't want you coming to my wedding, as you would really ruin my special day. And that's why I'm telling you right now that you are not invited. Thank you so much for saying that. I would feel so bad for you in opening up your schedule in order to come to my wedding when you're just not on the guest list. And I'm sure you're still single and without a boyfriend yet, right? So actually, you probably don't have much on your schedule to begin with. I'm still not as free as you might want to believe. What was that? Did you actually find yourself a boyfriend? You, of all people. Did you go to the zoo and find yourself a gorilla or something? I'm not talking about a partner, rather my current job. You are such a loser and a letdown. That's exactly the type of answer someone like you would use. You are so much like every other poor person out there. Can't believe you just made it sound like you don't have any time when you don't even have any money. As for myself, I'll be getting married to my dream man and will never have to work a day in my life again. I'll become a housewife for the rest of my life and be able to use all of his money any which way I'd like. Seriously, it'll be like I'm living up in heaven while you suffer down there on the earth. That's right. And different things make different people happy, so I don't care about you living that celebrity life. Now, I'll see you again at the class reunion.
Hello, Annie. Do you have a moment to speak with me?
What's going on, Danny? Is there a problem?
No, this has nothing to do with work, actually. Rather, a private matter.
Private matter? Oh, is this about your upcoming wedding?
I noticed that you responded back to my invite by saying you wouldn't be coming. And well, I just wanted to know why that was. I've been working under you for so many years now, and I'd really like it if my higher-up came and saw me get married.
I'm sorry, just a couple of things came up that have kept me from saying that I can go.
A couple of things? Does this have to do with that massive contract you're working on for the company? That can't be it, because I would have heard about it all as well.
I'm really sorry, Danny. Really, it's something private to myself.
Oh, did something end up happening to you regarding me?
Not at all. You've been a great friend to me ever since college, and when I said that I wanted to start my own company, you stuck right next to me and supported me through it all. I think of you as a really strong friend of mine. You're like a childhood friend to me almost, and that means I really do want to be there at your wedding.
Oh, then please, come to my wedding. Look, you know all about the wedding I'm planning to hold for everyone, and I plan to hold it for you too.
I had a look at the invitation and the place you had written down on there. It's the wedding venue that one of our best friends and club members from back in school runs now. I can't believe that you'll have the chance to have your wedding there, and a story about your connections to the wedding venue would be really powerful.
And if your schedule really is free on that day, then I'd love for you to at least show your face there. Also, back when my last girlfriend left me, you told me to get back up, try again. Because you wanted to be at my wedding someday, right? You said that to me.
Now that you mention it, I did say that. Well, if that's the case, then I guess I have to think about this a little bit more.
Oh, please, think about all the reasons you have to come to my wedding. I'll be going on, Annie. Sorry for bothering you during your break. I'll see you again soon.
Of course. See you again soon. Annie, are you so unattractive that at the class reunion you weren't even going to try finding a man? Or could it be that you really do want one, but know you can't have one? The class reunion is over now. What do you want from me still? I'm at the after party now, so can I just ignore you? Huh? After party? You hold it right there. I never heard anything about there being an after party. Just a few of us decided to do something after the reunion, and that's why we went out to a bar to have some fun. There were too many people at the reunion itself that we had to catch up with, and so we didn't have the time to talk to one another much. That's why we're here now, just having a few drinks and chatting a bit more thoroughly. There are a few people here as well that I haven't seen in ages. Who's all there? Most of them are people you never seemed to get along with back in school, so you wouldn't have any fun here with us anyway. Don't tell me that Cedric is there right now. Cedric? From what I heard, he went and joined a different group to go out and have some drinks with. Shut up! Where did he go to have some drinks? I don't know all of that. I'm just out with a couple of old girlfriends relaxing and having some fun. Maybe they went out to one of the pubs or bars close to the venue we were at. What the? I should have known you were just at some plain and simple drinking party. All right then. Oh, I know who you're with. All those annoying and nerdy girls that you hung out with a lot back in the day. I'm not sure who all you're talking about there, but these are all my friends from back in high school. Now, I'm trying to enjoy my time with them here, so see you later, all right? Well, I have something I'd like to tell you. What? I'm really not in the mood to chat with you anymore, all right? Are you going to try to pick on me again? Because that's how things always were back in high school with you. You always call me a loser and a plain girl, yet you keep coming back to me. Do you actually like me or something? Do you want me to be your friend now? Do you want me to be your girlfriend or something now? Oh, shut the hell up already. Who would ever want to be anything to someone as simple and boring as you? I wanted to give you a warning is all. I saw you today talking with Cedric there at the reunion, and we both know that you are not even close to the same level as him. The same level as him? Why can't I talk with someone from back in high school that I haven't seen in a while? Cedric won the men's beauty contest back in high school, the same year I won the women's contest. And after that, at prom, he and I went out with each other and became the prom king and queen. Do you remember that? He is someone that I can get with and be around, but not you. Ah, don't tell me that at the reunion you started to get all jealous seeing him talking to me and not you. Huh? I would never, ever in my life be jealous of someone like you. And why would I ever be jealous of a woman trying to find a man when I already have my dream man now? You're the one who should be jealous of me right now. The only place a plain woman like you could ever talk to a man is at the high school class reunion, which is just sad and depressing. Thank God I didn't invite you to my wedding. I would be in huge trouble if you came out to my gorgeous wedding and started to try and find a man there. I wasn't trying to get into a relationship with him or anything. Actually, I'm not really in the mood for a relationship with any men right now anyway. Now, just because you are so starved of being with anyone you want to love you, don't think that I'm in the same boat. What the heck? I happen to want to focus on my job right now, which means I don't care if I have a boyfriend or not right now, or get married or not right now. I don't need to be in a relationship to be happy like other people might need. So I'd like you to stop thinking that I'm so starved from not having any relationships going on right now, as I'm not. I'm doing just fine living the life I have alone and don't need you telling me otherwise. Okay, keep trying to act all tough about it. You're just making up all those excuses because you're not sexy, right? And I can tell that just by the fact that you're not even with any men right now at that after party. It's funny that you'd say something like that to me, when you weren't even invited by anyone to go out after the reunion. There must be some intense meaning behind that. Oh, shut the hell up already.
I'm the one getting married now, so everyone is being nice by letting me go home to my man. And by the way, unlike you, I don't have all that free time to sit and chat. I have to get back to work preparing my wedding and everything, so goodbye forever. You were the one who started texting me. There has to be a reason for why you are so shameless. You came all the way out here to my wedding today, even though you were not invited. Are you here to start flirting with all my guests now in the hope of finding someone? Or could it be you trying to get with Cedric again, even though you're not supposed to be here? Have you not taken a look at your wedding guest list? I know that you weren't invited to this wedding, and that's why there's no need for me to look. And so you think that just because you didn't invite me here today, you can just pour water all over me? A lowlife like you, who thinks they can just walk into my wedding uninvited, deserves to be soaked in cold water. My wedding is not the place for the lower caste to come and be a part of. I'm going to go home now because of what you did, so you'd better not regret whatever comes later, all right? I would never regret pouring water all over you. Are you confused about who the main attraction is for today? I'm the person everyone wants to care about and see today, and you were not invited here by me. I will not have you becoming confused about that again. Now get the hell out of here. You're just dirtying my special day and wedding by being here. Well, if you do begin to regret things and try to get me to help you later, I will not, all right? And I told you I won't regret a thing. All right then, I'll be going now. Tell your husband I said hello. Annie, were you also trying to go after my man as well today? You must have been turned away by so many men now that you became desperate enough to go after my husband. You are totally screwed in the head. If that's what you came up with by me just wanting you to tell your husband hello, then it's probably you who has their head on backwards. I told you before, I don't care about being in a relationship right now. Just because you have to keep worrying about finding the right man and won't be happy otherwise doesn't mean I'm the same way. I don't need any other man now. You are really making me sick. Just get the hell out of here. And that's just what I'll do. Goodbye forever.
Annie, what do you mean you were forced to leave? Kay's telling me that there was an accident at the table where one of the water glasses tipped over and spilled on you and your dress. That she tried to apologise for it, but you wouldn't forgive her and ran off out the front doors.
Ah, so that's what she's trying to tell everyone now. You didn't hear anything besides that story from her?
That was all she really told me. I'm so sorry you got covered in water while you were here.
Danny, have you not told her anything about the kind of relationship you and I have to one another?
What? I was thinking about telling her about us while you were here today at the wedding. I thought that would be a better decision instead of telling her without you around.
I see. Well, listen, Danny, that woman came up to me with a full pitcher of water and ice and poured it all over me. There were also fruits and herbs in that pitcher with the water.
What? What are you talking about? I was told by her that she was handing you a glass of water and...
I didn't want to say anything to you about it at the time since you were having so much fun getting ready for your wedding. And I never said anything about Kay before because she was the woman you fell in love with and wanted to marry. But Danny, Kay actually happens to be from the same high school and year as me.
Is that right?
And as for your guys' wedding, she invited everyone from our class to it besides me. If you want to know the reason why she didn't, that's because there's something about me she just doesn't like. And she's made that very apparent to me ever since we first met.
She didn't even invite you?
Actually, she told me not to come at all. And that's why I told you I couldn't make it the first time.
That's the reason why.
I could just explain all of this to you, but I'll just show you what I'm talking about instead. And this was the conversation we had 30 minutes ago.
No way. This can't be.
Since she's gone this far to make me feel unwanted by everyone, I no longer think that I can agree with you getting married to a monster like her anymore. I can tell you everything that's happened between her and I, but nothing else. You will have to decide for yourself how you plan to handle your relationship from here on out.
Hold on a second. Let me clear out this room and I'll call you about this.
Hey, what the hell is going on here? Why do I have to lose my man now right as we are about to have our wedding? And right before we were going to get on stage and say our vows?
Why are you talking to me about this? Because I know that after you got drenched in water, you became pissed off and did something to screw up my whole wedding. It turns out that Danny trusts me a whole lot more than a fake woman like yourself. And that's why your marriage is no more. What? Danny, have you been talking to Danny? Yes, because he happens to be my employee. Your employee? Right after I graduated from college, I went to start a company of my own. And from the day I first started that company, he's been right alongside me helping make things along. He even helped me make the company go international, so I have a lot of respect for my friend Danny. What did you say? So then, that consulting company or whatever, where Danny's working, that's your company? That's exactly right. Before, we had just been close friends that went to the same college, but now we both work together, me as his CEO and him as my employee. There is no frickin' way. So when he had to choose who to believe, either me, who he's been working alongside for years and years, or you, who he's only known for around a year or two and who's been lying to him, the choice was easy. And so he went with believing me. What did you say to him? I showed him all the conversations you and I have been having over text. Excuse me? The conversation where you told me why I couldn't come to your wedding, and the conversation where you said I was just trying to search for a man to be my boyfriend. All of those conversations we had, along with all the horrible things you said about me. That was all screenshotted and shown to Danny by me. That totally goes against my privacy, though. Well, I'm sure it does in some way. But that was an easier way of explaining things to him than trying to talk it all out. Sorry about that. If that all really does lead to me not having him as my husband, then I'm going to take you to court and sue you. I'll make sure you pay for this whole wedding that's become a total waste as well, and the settlement will be for at least $100,000. That's as long as you have the ability to do all of that to me. I have the ability, you jerk! That's scary, but I'm not so sure it's going to be me paying any money, since it will most likely be you. What was that? It wasn't those screenshots or anything that I sent to Danny that made him want to call things off with you. It was all those people you talked with after the reunion and exchanged phone numbers with, and then later went out with behind his back. What? Huh? You exchanged contacts with some guys at the reunion and then later went out with them all to have some fun, right? You were going on and on about how I was the one in need of a man and trying to find one at that reunion, when it was really you having to do all of that. Why do you know all about that? Unlike all those men you were talking with and getting ready to take to bed, I was talking with a well-put-together man like Cedric, and he told me some things. He was telling me about how you continued to send him all these messages about how you wanted to take him out and go on a date, and that all those messages were really starting to drive him up the wall. He even told you no 2 times because he knew better than to go out with someone who had plans to get married. Yet you kept on trying, and that really changed his perspective of you in a bad way. Why was Cedric talking with you of all people about that, though? What? You don't know why? Well, it's because he and I are longtime friends with one another. I know that! And it pissed me off watching him always talking to you all the time just because you are a friend of his from back in elementary school. So is that the reason why you've always been coming back to talk with me even though you say you don't want me around you? I just thought you were gay or something and had feelings for me that you couldn't find ways of expressing properly. Now I finally have the answer. Anyway, Cedric and I are not only friends, but family friends since both of our parents go out quite often. And let me just say, he is not fair game for you to go after right now because he is engaged. And he actually happens to love that girl, so there's no room for you to be butting into his life. Unlike you, the woman he's engaged to is both beautiful on the outside and on the inside. What the hell? I never knew that. Another thing, Kay, you don't have room to be complaining about Danny leaving you when you already went and cheated on him before your wedding. So, you really know all about that? And I made sure to tell Danny about every little thing that I know about you. He's a great friend of mine and a great employee of mine. There was no way I could hold back the truth from him any longer, and so I let it spill all out. I want him to be happy, and the only way that can happen is by telling him everything I know. No way. That's led to the life of becoming a celebrity that I've worked so hard for. The only thing I can say about all of this is that you deserve it. Annie, please. He's your employee and your friend, so go and tell him all the good things about me. Work with me to make sure he doesn't leave me. The fact that you can even ask things like that from me after all you've said and done is ridiculous. I'll apologize to you for pouring all that water on you, all right? But that was just water, so there's no real reason to be that worked up over it, right? The fact that you still keep going on like that after all you've done to me is almost disgusting now. If I can't get married to Danny, then how am I supposed to carry on with life? This is life-threatening, please. I'm your friend, so help me out here. I'm sorry, but you are not my friend. And I would much rather that my friend and employee Danny be happy instead of you. He's done so much for me in the past, like building all my contracts with other customers, so I could never ask him to marry a monster like you. He'd never be able to become happy, and that would break my heart. Are you saying you're fine with me not becoming happy then? After pouring all that water on me? Yes. I told you I'd apologize for that. You keep going on about apologizing to me, yet I haven't heard you say sorry to me yet. I'm sure you're just BSing me right now, right? I'm sorry! Please, Annie. Please help me in making sure that I can marry Danny and never have to end up alone again. And I'm sorry myself because there is no way in hell I will help you. Now, please, with whatever strength and dignity you have left, go to wherever the hell idiots like you live and leave the rest of us alone forever. Goodbye forever. For real this time. Right after I sent that last goodbye to Kay, I made sure to block her number right away in order to avoid any more bullcrap from her. Then I went and deleted her contact information and blocked all of her accounts on social media, before telling everyone I knew about what had happened and to make sure to keep her out of their lives as well. Because of that, pretty much everyone started to learn about the kind of idiot she was, and I did not regret one thing. Kay really did end up losing Danny and the marriage, and because of all the men she had played with while together with Danny, she had to pay him a massive settlement. But since she was always so prideful about living off other people's money, she didn't have a cent of her own to give. And so she ended up having to go back out and find a few different jobs in order to make some kind of payment each month on that settlement to Danny. I hear that she's going to be working for a few years, paying off everything, and I hope that while she's struggling through everything, she's thinking about those regrets that she said she'd never have.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.